Hi all my beautiful ladies out there, and welcome back to Jaleesa's Fashion Files. It is really hot in New York. Those of you who follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook know that I just came back from Florida. I spent the Memorial Day weekend over there, and I came back thinking that it was going to be a little bit more cooler here in New York, and it is 98 degrees right now. I have no ACs up yet. It is really humid, really sticky, and really uncomfortable. So bear with me as I'm recording this because I am very hot and very uncomfortable right now. But I love you guys, and I needed to post this video because I feel like I've been gone for a while. I didn't post a video up last week because my schedule was just way too chaotic in preparation for Memorial Day and traveling, and I didn't get a chance to prepare a video in advance. So I just feel like I've been gone for a while, so I'm really excited to get this video up for you guys. But anyway, this video will be on choosing the best sunglasses for your face shape. It is super important that you guys get an understanding of what face shape you have in applying makeup and contouring and highlighting and filling in your eyebrows or shaping your eyebrows, which actually frame your face, and with choosing the best hairstyles and haircuts for your hair, especially if it's in front of your face, or if you like to leave some of your hair out in the front. It actually frames your face, and it's really important to go along with your face shape. But in this video we will be concentrating on the sunglasses and choosing the best ones for your face shape. I don't know if some of you have ever had the experience like where you're checking out sunglasses on the rack and then you hold it up and you're like, they're so cute, you want to get them, but they just do not look good on you. So I'm going to explain to you the ones that you should stick with. Okay, so for the first face shape we will be discussing is the oval, and the oval face shape is very well balanced. So you have a well balanced forehead, it's not too narrow, not too wide, and the length and width of your face is either the exact number in measurement or maybe a number or two off, but they're very close in measurement, and your jaw is more curved, it's not angular, it's not pointy. So that is very important in trying to determine if you have an oval shape. It also looks like an egg-like. There's not any angles going on, no high cheekbones pointing out, no jawline that's really strong or any of that. So it's very like an oval. It looks like an egg. So because of that, you can go with any type of sunglass frame that you choose, because you don't really need to avoid a certain frame shape because of angles like the other face shapes I will be discussing. So you can go with anything, and I actually will be holding up some sunglasses so you guys know what I'm talking about to get an idea. And let me show you some things that you can work with that you may not have tried already. Now if you want to add some angles to your face because you lack that, you want to give the appearance of higher cheekbones, then I would suggest going with something like this that is very geometric, very angular in the frame shape. You see how it has like these sharp angles, but this is what it looks like, and you know, it just gives some dimension to your face. It adds some angles, especially if you lack that, and the oversized frames just adds this very chic, very confident look to your outfit if you want to pair it with a look. So you can definitely go with something like this, again, because it creates an angle for you. You can also go with something that's a little bit more circular, not harsh circles. I just don't suggest that for anyone, even though I said you can go with any type of frame that you choose. I don't really care for those Osborne looking, I call them Osbornes because that's what, I don't know his first name, the Osborne rocker guy. He wears those, like, Mary-Kate and Ashley wear them too. Those like really small circle lenses. I don't know, I don't really care for those. But if you're into something a little bit more big and circular, this is a really good option for you. And they will look good on you as well. And again, that big frame is actually going to add some chicness to your look. So that's one option. Another option would be the cat eye, and I liked these because they had like this little accent going on here. So it's gonna, like, if you just don't want to draw attention to your curved chin that doesn't really have any angles going on, again, you could create angles by using something like this because it has angles on the side. So it's just gonna add some dimension to your face to prevent it from looking so oval, because it comes out on the sides in a pointed angular direction. So definitely go for something that is a cat eye, and it's softer going towards up and a little bit more on the angular side. You could also go for something that is very square and very wide in the legs for the, that's what they're called, right? The legs for the the legs, arms, I don't know. I hear people call them legs, I hear people call them arms, but you guys know what I'm talking about. But anyway, you can go for something like this. Again, the oversized frames would look really, really good on you. And you know, something with print, something solid. You don't need to like stay away from something like that. You can actually watch my video on the best colors for your skin tone, and you can play it up with colors that will be complementary to your skin tone and you know, add some dimension that way as well. So those are the things that you can consider for you oval shape ladies. Second face shape is the oblong, and the oblong is, it says it in its name, it's a very long face shape, and it's very narrow in the cheek area and in the chin or jaw area. So it's like very boxy. I guess you can say it's like the square face shape, but just stretched out and longer. So what you want to avoid is, you want to avoid, again, like those Aussie frames, because not because I just don't care for them, but also because they tend to come in a little bit more narrower than your actual face shape, and it's going to make your face look that much wider and boxy. So you don't want to do that. You want to go for something that's going to cause the eye to not notice that much of your face shape being that box. So what I would suggest would be frames that are a little bit square, and I know that you might be saying, well, why would I want a pair of frames that are square and my face shape is square? But if they're large and square, then it's not going to just like look like very weird up against your face. So something like this, like I showed you before, where it has wider legs on the sides, and it's not like that deep, like harsh square cutoff. Like, let me see what I have here. I think these are a little bit more harsh than this one. So these, I would say, you know, maybe you wouldn't want to do, because they would enhance the fact that your face is so like boxy. So I would say stay away from something like that. But if you want to do something that's square, because it would fit the side of your face because it's so narrow, you can do something that has a little bit more of a rounded edge like this. So you can see how the edges are a little bit more rounded towards the bottom, and that's going to add some softness around the edges and not look so bam, my face is square. So the reason why I suggest oversized frames for your face is because since your chin is very boxy and you may not feel comfortable with that, and you want the eye to go upwards, so the way to do that would be to wear something that is oversized, because then the eye is caused to look from the nose up. So the person that's talking to you, or in general, people are not going to go and notice your very straight, boxy, unangular chin. So if that's another way, if you're one of those people that don't really like your chin, or you feel very self-conscious about your chin, then you can go with something that's oversized, and it's going to cause the eye to look upwards, and no one's really going to notice that. So that's something that you definitely want to consider when shopping around for anyone who has like a self-esteem issues with their chin, not just with this face shape. You want to do something that is oversized, because it's going to distract the eye from going to that problem area. So the third face shape that we will be discussing is the heart. And Judah, no, he's sitting on my sunglasses. Go back. There. Okay, so the third face shape that we will be discussing is the heart, and the heart face shape has very wide forehead and cheekbones and a very pointy or narrow chin. So I would definitely suggest that you stay away from teardropped aviators. You can wear aviators, but not the ones that have that teardrop effect going on like this. These are my husband's. Do you see how the frame comes down really, really low? That's something that you're going to want to avoid, because like I mentioned in the oblong, when I was talking about the oversized frames and it's causing the eye to look upwards. Now, if you are very self-conscious that your chin is very pointy, I'm going to again suggest that you stay away from something that's going to cause the eye to look towards the lower portion of your face, which the teardrop would, because it's coming down so low. So it's going to cause the eye to look from here down, and it's going to make everything else look wide and your chin look extremely, extremely pointy, perhaps even more pointy than it actually is, because it's such a big difference in contrast because of the actual shape of the frame compared to your chin, or up against your face to your chin. Alright, so that's something that I would definitely suggest that you may want to stay away from. But again, you can do the aviators, but not with such a drastic teardrop effect. The sunglasses that I would suggest that would be the best option for you would be the cat eye, or something along these lines, where it kind of just comes out to a drastic point on the sides, because again, you have that point on your chin, so you want to kind of balance out your face by creating some type of a dimension or effect on the top portion of your face, and it's going to create that well-balanced effect on your on your face. So if you were to have like an extremely pointy chin and very wide forehead and cheekbones like the heart shape does, then this is going to have that pointy chin effect. It's going to have that on the sides here, and it's going to create that balance that you want to attain in your face. So I would definitely say that this is the best option for you. You can do the aviators, but this would be the best option for you. And these are so retro, especially like now I did mention in my bikini video that I did on how to choose the best bikini for your body shape, I did mention that the retro bathing suits have made a comeback. So if you pair these with a bathing suit that I mentioned in my video, you would definitely look very, very chic on the beach sporting one of these, especially in red. I mean, like, so I Love Lucy era, right? Okay, so the next face shape would be the square, and you have a broad forehead and a square jawline. So you just want to kind of soften out the angles of your face because they're so sharp. And the way you're going to do that is avoid geometric shaped frames like these Ferragamos that I showed you in the beginning of the video, because it's going to draw attention to those natural sharp edges or angles that you have in your face, and that's something that you want to draw attention from. So you're not going to want to put something that's going to enhance it or exaggerate it. So I would say stay away from something like this if you have a square face, because it's going to make your face look that much more boxy. So what I would suggest for you would be, again, the cat eye frames, because they're going to create some softer angles up against or with contrast to your face shape, because it has that rounded edge on the bottom, and then it has that point on the top, and then it has again like that softer, more, or I guess you could say less intense rounded out edge than it does on the bottom. So it's going to help create a less intense look because you have those rough edges around your face and soften up your whole look. So the last face shape we will be discussing is the round, and you have very full cheekbones and narrow forehead and narrow jawline or chin area. So what I would say, number one, would be to stay away from rounded out frames like this, because it's only going to emphasize the roundness of your face and make your face look that much more round, like you have no contouring or angles going on in your face, and it's just not going to do much for you. So I would say stay away from the rounded out frames and go for something that is a little bit more angular, like the geometric one that I showed, the Ferragamo, because it's going to add angles to your face. And as you can see here, I'm going to hold this one up next to this one. Now I know I told you not to get this one, but I just want to show you the nose area. So you can see here the nose area is right in the center, I guess you can say right where your nose bridge is, but then for this one it's way up high, as you can see here. So this one is high and this one is like in the middle. This is something that is really, really important when shopping for frames for you, because the higher the nose bridge on the glasses or the frames, the more of exposure it's going to give to your cheekbones, and it's going to make your cheekbones look pronounced and high, and create some angles going on in your face, just with this part being much higher. So that's something I would suggest you do when shopping around for a frame. So you can go for something that is geometric like this, but try to get the nose bridge to be a little bit higher. Or you can do something that is square like this, and again have the nose bridge a little bit higher, because it has some angles going on here because it's square and it has a rounded out edge on the side. So you want to have something that has angles. And with the square shaped frames, it's actually going to help narrow your face, since your face is a little bit more wider towards your cheekbone area. It's going to help narrow it down once it is up against your wide cheekbones here. So it's going to give the appearance of a very narrow face frame. So that's something I would suggest for that reason as well. Also do the cat eye, because it has, again, angles. It has the roundness on the bottom, but then it has the curve on the top, and then something like this that has like a little bow or some type of rhinestones or color contrast going on is going to help add dimension to your face. Hope you guys found this video helpful, and apply the suggestions that I mentioned in trying to create angles in your face or taking away from certain areas, because as you know, that's something that I'm really, really passionate about. I'm all for working with what you have in terms of your body shape and your face shape, because I am not one to really agree with plastic surgery unless it's something that needed to be done medically because you had an accident, God forbid, or something of that nature. But if it's something because you're just not happy with your nose, or you're not happy with your hips or your chest area, and you want to go ahead and alter that with plastic, I mean, like, You guys do what you want, but I just believe like a woman is beautiful the way she is, and if you can just apply some simple rules in styling your body or styling your face shape, then why not do that and save you some money? Or with makeup techniques, with contouring and highlighting, and you know, that's really what it comes down to. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. Don't forget to check out my fashion blog, jalisasfashionfiles.com. I will let you guys go before I blabber, 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 and I'm gonna get some water because I'm really hot. But anyway, stay cool if you guys are hot, and I will see you guys in my next video. Until then, take care, stay beautiful, and stay true to yourself. Mwah. Bye.